Welcome to today's blog post. This time I'm going to be talking about living together with your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend after a breakup as platonic roommates. Does it work? I think it can, as long as you get everything out on the table. You communicate. Why does this one person want to room with you, his or her ex? Is it truly to be platonic roommates because you get along still and you like each other's company, but you aren't interested anymore in having a romantic relationship? Or is this person asking you to be a roommate to try to spark another romance? Get another romance going. You have to find those things out in the beginning. And find out about little quirks, habits, rituals, so there's no surprises. Because you may have dated the person, but you don't know necessarily what their morning ritual is. If they start chanting in the morning as part of their wellness ritual in the morning, part of their exercise program, and you're a late night person and you are trying to sleep in and they're chanting, that may not work well. If you're a night person, they're a day person, you got to find those things out prior to living with someone. And divide up the chores. Who's responsible for what? Who's responsible for paying for groceries? Do you take turns? Do you pay for your own things? Do you divide the bill? You go shopping together and divide the bill? Do you divide the utilities? Do you divide the rent? Who's paying for what? You have to have that set ahead of time. Sleeping arrangements. Don't sleep in the same room. If it's truly supposed to be a platonic roommate situation, sleeping in the same room is not a good idea. Make sure there's room for both of you to have your own comfortable sleeping quarters. And set boundaries. That's one of them, but set boundaries. Is this, like I said, is it supposed to be a dating situation? Or is it supposed to be a true friend situation? And dating other people. Talk about what you're comfortable with. Do you not want your ex to bring home their new love interest? Or does it matter? Are you comfortable with them, bringing their girlfriends, boyfriends home to watch a movie or stay overnight or meet you, simply to meet you? You gotta talk about those things. And something else that you need to do is spend time with other friends and family. Make it more comfortable in this living situation by spending time with other people instead of always being with that person. You're living with them, yes, but you don't have to spend every waking moment with them. So going out and talking to other friends and spending time with family will help you bring others into your situation. If you have other concerns, if you have concerns about what they're doing or how they're behaving, or should I do this or shouldn't I do this, then those friends and family can really be good sounding boards, good confidants to talk with if you have any questions or you're wondering, am I crazy for doing this? And you get other opinions that way. Don't always just be talking about it amongst yourselves. Of course, you don't want to break confidences, but talk to your other friends and spend some time with your family, just chilling. Not everything has to do with your roommate. You have to have alone time too, and you have to have time with other people. And another question is, can men and women be friends, whether they've dated or not? I think they can. I grew up in a household full of brothers. I had a whole bunch of brothers. And so I was used to being around guys. And I feel comfortable around men. And some of my best friends are men. So, but I think it just depends on your personality and what your preferences are, just like with anything. And you need to do what's comfortable for you. If you prefer same-sex friendships, that's perfectly fine. If you like a mix of same-sex and opposite-sex friends, equally fine. Or if you prefer the opposite sex, fine too. Just do what feels comfortable for you and the people that are close to you in your life, the others that are important to you in your life. If they really care about you, then they will understand opposite sex friendships or any type of friendships that you prefer. If you would rather just hang out with your cat or your dog, they should understand that too. I am friends with an ex-boyfriend, and so I understand some of the ins and outs of that. What happens, dealing with jealous girlfriends. And but I never lived with an ex-boyfriend. We had talked about it briefly way back in college days, but it never happened. And that's something when you're rooming with an ex, you have to realize it's not just the two of you. You have to understand that other people are involved too. What about your new love interests? What are they thinking about all this? You have to bring them into the conversation, because you can't have, cat fights going on in your new digs, or the opposite, your new boyfriend is beating up on your old boyfriend. You Yeah, you can't. That's not going to work. That's ridiculous. You need to settle all that ahead of time. If your current love interest is having a problem with you living with your old love interest, then you probably shouldn't be living with your older love interest. Even though you got jealousy issues there, and you don't want to be with somebody who's jealous either, your new love interest. I mean, that doesn't work. Yeah, jealousy is just big time insecurity, and there's trust issues there. So you might be with the wrong new person if that happens too. So just go with your gut. Use a lot of common sense, a lot of communication, open communication lines, and establish trust. And do what feels right for the specific situation and the specific people involved. And so, let's see, one other thing. I think that anything can work if the people involved will sit down and discuss it and keep everything open and honest. And it can work. But you have to have a strong relationship with your new love interest and a very trusting and positive relationship with your ex for it to work. Think about all those things and let me know what you think. Can you or do you live with an ex, or have you lived with an ex? And how did it go? And also, can men and women be friends? Platonic friends with no strings attached. Email me at amy@acnlifecoach.com and let me know what you think. Or you can comment below. Hope you're having a great day. Take care.